I don't think you can ask much more of a better performance other than maybe a shutout. But 70-14, the final score. That's better than I anticipated. I kind of went with 45-17. So 70-14, I'll take it. That showed that all cylinders of the offense and the defense were clicking. Of course, it's a road game for Eastern Washington, so it's a little overwhelming for them. But their quarterback, uh, Talkington, I think it is, Gunnar Talkington, he's a fifth year senior, so he shouldn't be overwhelmed by the situation. But regardless, amazing showing. Exactly. That's the point. This is the spark. This was that point. This was that type of game we needed to refocus, recenter ourselves, and just execute the game plan and change maybe some scheme, or just everyone work together to get all of that aligned compared to last week, which we will not talk about because I don't want to remember that anymore because I had to talk about it for an hour after the fact, and yeah, I would just like to forget that memory. But this was exactly that type of game we needed to have for a nice bounce back, especially because next week we have BYU coming into town. And BYU, regardless of what is happening tonight with them in Baylor, BYU is not a slouch of a team. They are a good team. We won't go into a whole lot of like what Baylor is because that's not what the point of this show is. But remember, Oregon interviewed Sataki from Baylor or from BYU. I apologize. Sataki from BYU for the head coaching job. So that shows the type of person that he is as a coach, a mentor, and all of that. So that's not going to be an easy game. But this is that type of game we needed to refocus, centralize ourselves again, and figure out little schematic things. Because that was the one thing I thought tonight. I thought tonight was the one game like Eastern Washington they like to throw the ball. They're kind of not full air raid, but they have not run the ball well. But I thought tonight might be that game where we got a little challenge on the outside, and we really didn't. And I think maybe schematically they figured it out because I thought Eastern Washington might throw it all over the place on us a little bit. So that was my biggest. That was probably my biggest worry. Um, One sack, yeah. I'd have to look up. I have to look back once the official stats came out because I know that we did have a sack, but I'm pretty sure there was a second one. Like I know we got two picks at least, two interceptions. One was almost a pick six, but they got tackled. Oh yeah, Bridges with the interception. He got tackled before the goal line, but he fumbled it and then got recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Uh, Sack wise, yeah, I need to see if there was an official stat for the actual sacks. So we may have to wait for that to get uploaded. But again, I just got Pac-12 Network, so I'm kind of going on it. Don't sleep my app. I said it last week, I think. Why? There's no purpose in scheduling Appalachian State. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I mean, look at last week. And then, of course, today, we don't need to go into that. But if you're in the number six team in the country at home with 101,000 people, you should not be losing to Appalachian State, even by 3. I'll give that one 50-50. I mean, it is Nebraska. So we won't go into that whole detail, though. Uh, well, that exactly. I actually clicked this and I didn't read it. But yes, exactly. This is why it's not worth it. You take the loss, you lose the rankings, and you get to pay them a ton of money. Whether it's 1.5 million, 900,000, 2 million, whatever it is, the point is you pay that school a lot of money to lose. So it's not worth it. Not App State. You could look at, say, BYU, whatever it is. Like, it's not worth it. But as to the game tonight for the Ducks, it was very pleasant to see that type of offense and that defense. I mean, that offense pulled the gas back. They took their foot off the pedal, probably around a little over halftime. Because at halftime it was let's see, where halftime it was 42-7 Ducks. And the final again was 70-14. Third quarter, like 8 minutes left in the third quarter, Ty Thompson took over as quarterback. Again, I'm still not sure what to make of Ty Thompson. Bo Nix looked pretty good. Now, is that an improvement on the play calling, or is that the competition? That is really hard to say. But I mean, you look at the whole positives of it. Late in the third quarter, the entire O line had been changed out to backups. I mean, so you're getting Thompson a lot of reps. You're getting our backup O lineman a lot of reps. Probably in the defense. They really didn't specify on the defense being changed out, but I'm sure there were a lot of change outs, rotations being made. Because even Eastern Washington, they made that when they scored their 14 points, they made that late third quarter touchdown. And it was a battle with Hill in the end zone. And he came up, the Eastern Washington came up with it still, but they made the touchdown. But Hill was on it and he was battling for it and almost knocked it down. I thought it was incomplete at first, but